What's happening, Tilray traders and investors? It's Rod with POW Group. Welcome back on the Pursuit of Wealth, your home for MJ stocks, crypto assets, news, and interviews. Today is Thursday, May 22nd. Hope you're well. And in this video, we're going to take a look at Tilray Brands. We have some hemp drinks that were spotted, and there was a post on X today, formerly Twitter. They were calling on a level playing field and excise tax reform, referencing the MJ Council of Canada's findings, and then also Deloitte, which I posted a video on that, so we'll take a look at that. And then we'll take a look at the stock chart on TLRY and bring up the price chart. I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the price action in the days, weeks, months ahead. We're finally starting to see the sector wake up a little bit in terms of stock price performance, and I think there's going to be a massive move on the horizon here for Tilray stock. Before we get to it, make sure to smash the like, help support me in the channel. If you're new, you can subscribe, tick the bell. You'll be notified on any future videos or when I go live. And as always, this is not financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. And full disclosure, I do own Tilray. It's my largest MJ portfolio holding by a long shot. You can follow us over on X, formerly Twitter, as I mentioned. Handle for that is @GroupPOW. Going to be using that as my platform of choice going forward. And speaking of X, we did have Tilray Brands posting today. This was actually late yesterday. So you can see Canada's MJ industry is at an inflection point. Deloitte's latest report confirms what producers have long known. The current excise tax model is unsustainable and at a step with market realities. We applaud the MJ Canada, which is the council, which I did reach out to them as well. I sent them an email and hopefully have them on the channel at some point soon for an interview. But they said they applaud them for amplifying this urgent call for reform. And there's some big stuff on the horizon. And if there's a switch in excise tax from a flat fee to a percentage fee, what Irwin Simon said, this could add hundreds of millions of dollars to Tilray's bottom line. Just think about that. And that would be, I think they said the figure was around 150 million per annum in Canada that it would add to their bottom line. And this makes the difference between some producers from unprofitable to profitable. Would that make Tilray profitable if they switch to a percentage fee? I don't think so right out of the gate. But with the hemp drinks and everything in the U.S. now, everything is pointing in the right direction. And with international sales booming the way they are also getting into Australia. There was some news out as well that they're going to be bringing good supply into the German market. So you'd love to see that. But at Tilray, we remain committed to building a thriving, competitive, and responsible MJ industry in Canada. But to do so, we must modernize the policy environment. It's time to level the playing field and ensure that legal operators can compete, innovate, and grow. And there was also a study in Canada that 64% of Canadians that were in that study said that they believe that the MJ industry is going to be an important economic pillar going forward, and that we need to support this industry. And going from one national stamp as well, from 13 different stamps, that's a burden on the industry as well, and it's also very costly. There's talks about going to one national excise stamp so that you're not dealing with multiple stamps in different provinces and territories. So all of these things are going to help. Hopefully we'll be able to do a little bit more, some marketing, some advertising rather, and help with marketing and educating and combating the illicit market as well, educating consumers on the harms of the illicit market. So this is a great time to be an investor, in my opinion. I think we're going to see over the next couple of years in Canada, I think we're going to see this industry really transform. And if we can get, beverages and whatnot, like if Tilray can sell all of these beverages at the, convenience stores, that's something that we could see as well. That'd be huge if we could see it in restaurants and bars. I think that's going to be coming soon. We're going to be able to purchase these beverages. You won't be able to buy everything like you would at the dispensary in a gas station, for example, or a convenience store. But I do think that beverages makes a lot of sense. And then eventually you're going to be able to see, different options at restaurants and bars and events. We've already been seeing it at events here in Edmonton. They had the great outdoor comedy festival where they had plant life there, and you could go and you could purchase products right at the event. And I think Kevin Hart was there as well. So it's going mainstream for sure. And very proud to be Canadian, and especially living here in Edmonton. We have a vibrant community, and I definitely don't take it for granted. Shout out to Rita and the POW Group private community as well. POW member shared these were the drinks in New Jersey. So this was Herb and Bloom, and it was purchased at a local liquor store, and it wasn't, Total Wine or anything like that. So it seems like distribution is really ramping up for Tilray. And if we just take a look here, if we go to the back of the can, you can see it actually has the Tilray logo on it. So Tilray, pretty cool that the Tilray logo is there. As soon as I saw the Herb and Bloom logo, I knew it was Tilray's. But as you can see, non-alcoholic margarita, 10 milligram psychoactive per can, non-alcoholic cocktail with other natural flavors. And this is obviously from hemp, so it's legal under the Farm Bill. So it's not like their regular MJ drinks, it's derived from hemp. That's why they're able to do that, similar to all these other producers and MSOs that are doing so as well. But as you can see, they have 60 calories per can. I asked the POW Group member if it was decent effects. After one, wasn't really feeling much, but you have to remember when it comes to hemp, sometimes the dosage, you want to start low and go slow, but sometimes the dosage, you need to increase it a little bit because it's derived from hemp. So the effects aren't as strong, and it's a little bit more of a chill, kind of mellow effect. But I was told by another POW Group member, Jam, that the second one kind of pushed it over the edge, so to speak, and you could start to feel the effects. So if you're not feeling it after one, you might need to take a second one, especially when it comes to hemp drinks. But as you can see, pretty low on everything here in terms of the ingredients: carbonated water, cane sugar, natural flavors. So it's interesting to see they continue to go with the cane sugar option, which is very popular here in Canada. That's what they use in Canada as well. But overall, the review was that it tasted really good. It was very citrusy. Couldn't taste any MJ at all. Couldn't smell anything. And that's the same thing here in Canada as well. So let me know in the comment section below if you've tried any of these beverages. Let me know your thoughts and opinions, what you'd rate it out of a 1 on a scale of 1 to 10. And let me know the price on that as well. The Rita couldn't remember what the price was. She paid for it a little while ago. Couldn't remember what the price exactly was. But yeah, let me know. Curious to see. I think it was a multi-pack as well, but curious to see like what the price would be on a per can basis, and then on a multi-pack. You can kind of check it out here on their website on drinkhappyflower.com. They're charging about $4.99 per can. That's pretty much kind of in line with what they're charging here in Canada, and they mentioned that in Canada they're going to have multi-packs soon as well. So you should see the XMG brand, the Molo brand, and there's also some XMG drinks coming out in Canada, which I mentioned in the MJ News recap for the week, and they're going to be coming out with different edibles as well under the XMG brand. So things are really ramping up, and you can see here this is their entire lineup of hemp-derived Delta-9 psychoactive component drinks across the United States. So they have 420 Fizz, they got Herb and Bloom, which I just showed you. They got Fizzy Janes and Drink. The Drink Happy Flower is the website that I just showed you there with the Happy Flower brand. And here was the article with regards to their Herb and Bloom. So very nice, appealing packaging. But really love the fact that they have the Tilray logo on the back, because that's gonna shut up the naysayers, right? Tilray will never sell products in the US. Well, guess what? They're doing so right now. And this is a product directly in New Jersey that we, like I said, that we're talking about in the POW Group private community. And then you can go to the website. They have deals on there, but as of right now, they're shipping. This is their direct-to-consumer website, but those Drink Happy Flower, but the Herb and Bloom, that was in a local liquor store that they were purchased, right? So they have distribution rights as well. But in terms of shipping policies, they got Ohio, Tennessee, Indiana, Oklahoma, Alabama, Texas, Georgia, Minnesota, New Jersey, Florida, and South Carolina here on the list that they ship to currently. So if you've tried those, please let me know. Taking a look at the Tilray chart, so I mentioned this before, that we had some daily RSI hidden bullish divergence, and we could be gearing up for a daily EMA 12 and 26 bull cross as well, which would be the first time since back in December of last year. And it looks like a big move is on the horizon. You can see a higher low and higher high pattern here on the RSI, the relative strength index, more than likely heading towards daily overbought soon, and that EMA 12 and 26 bull cross. And then also look at this down sloping resistance line. You can see here rejected, 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 got above it. Now we're back testing it as support. So previous resistance becoming new support. This is what we want to see. And the fact that we have this hidden bullish RSI divergence leads me to believe that a very big move is on the horizon. We're seeing the broader market breadth opening up and expansion, risk on, return to the market. And we just had some news that Terrence Cole in the US as well was approved by the Senate committee and should be confirmed as early as the beginning part of June. And it's going to make rescheduling a priority. There's talks about, I released the video as well today. You can check that out about Terrence Cole, and then also potentially adding banking to the Genius Act, which is the cryptocurrency bill. This would send the market absolutely parabolic in my opinion. But just to give you an example, look at the example here of CGC with the lower high, lower low pattern on the price action, higher lows and higher highs on the RSI, and then eventually went to daily overbought. And we had a huge move on CGC. We were up about over 150% there from the recent low of April 9th. So if we were to see something similar on Tilray, like I said, we're heading out of that oversold territory, getting close, to the median point here, right in the middle. But we should be overbought, in my opinion, and see a big move here over the next week or two. And again, if we see a similar move to CGC, that'd put us up back around $1 if we see around 150% move. But we're seeing a telltale sign right now in the sector. VFF has been on an absolute tear, and it confirmed a weekly uptrend and a weekly bull flag, and it's since hit that, and we have a new daily bull flag target of 144. So like I said, we're seeing risk on and some bid support here now and some interest back in the sector. And you're going to see leaders and laggards. You can see pretty much all Canadian LPs on the list today, and that's going to be a trend as well going forward, in my opinion, over the next couple of years, where LPs are really going to get the brunt of the buying, because we've been operating under a legal framework here in Canada for 7 years. There's so much international opportunity, it's not even funny. The only real MSO in the US that has any kind of international footprint is Curaleaf. And yeah, you can tell everybody wants to be like Tilray, and Tilray very well positioned for the international markets. What if we get reform here in Canada, excise tax? What if we get medical? Erwin Simon said if they could sell medical in the US, they'd be in that market in 60 to 90 days. If they could sell actual MJ drinks in the US, they could be in that market in 60 to 90 days. The sky's the limit, folks. I'm super excited, and let's see if we can get that 100% move on Tilray over the coming weeks. All right, going to end it there. Let me know what you think of this in the comment section below. We'll continue the conversation there. It's Rod with Pow Group. Thanks again for joining us on the Pursuit of Wealth, and we'll catch you again on the next video.